Emmerdale's Michelle Hardwick loves her character's sexy lesbian romance. And the actress says her own experience of coming out as a lesbian was very similar to that of her character. She reveals, "We've seen Vanessa do the walk of shame 3 times this week. She's had no love life for 2 years and then, like buses, 2 people come along at once. Sleeping with Charity has awakened something in her and now she doesn't know if she's a lesbian or bisexual or what. It was so out of the blue, but then these things happen." Vanessa reacted in the way many people do when they are confused, which is to jump into bed with Des Spencer. "Sleeping with Charity has awakened something in her and now she doesn't know if she's a lesbian or bisexual or what. Michelle Hardwick, I can identify with that part of the storyline so much because during my early 20s I would go with lads because I thought they would make me straight. Of course I knew deep down I was gay, but I thought if I could only meet the right bloke then I wouldn't be a lesbian anymore. I went through that. So seeing Vanessa do that is so true to life. Of course it's ridiculous, it won't make her straight. But it's great that they are showing how confusing it can be. In real life Michelle came out at the age of 29 and was married to Rosie Nichol, but the pair divorced earlier this year. As flirty village vet Vanessa, she has been single for 2 years since having a relationship with toy boy Kier in Kotaka and a fling with Adam Barton. But, despite this, she says viewers still view her character as a man-eater. So how will they react now she's set her sights on Woolpack landlord and resident bad girl Charity? Michelle says, "I do feel a lot of pressure with a coming out storyline because it is something which is so real for so many people. It was National Coming Out Day the other day and I put a tweet out saying that I was 29 when I came out and my parents were incredible, but I know that even now, sadly, it isn't that easy for everyone. It is so important in soaps to show that everyone's story is unique but to show that it can be positive. I've been getting so many positive tweets this week and people saying, 'Oh, Vanessa is so me right now because she isn't putting a label on it, she's having a good time and figuring it all out. If I can help anyone with my story I am pleased.'" Last week on screen we saw Vanessa get drunk at Finn Barton's funeral and get locked in the Woolpack pub cellar with Charity. After the pair shared a bottle of whiskey, one thing led to another and Charity leaned in for a kiss. The following day a confused Vanessa heads back to the pub to talk it through with Charity and the pair end up in bed together. Even more confused, she ends up bunking up with Des in his caravan, all to the dismay of fellow vet Paddy, who seems to bump into her each morning doing the walk of shame. Michelle laughs, "It all kicked off at Finn's funeral when she got drunk in her little superhero outfit and was standing up to Charity for making jokes about her dad, which she wouldn't ever have the courage to do when sober. One thing led to another when they got trapped in the cellar. It was very out of the blue and I know viewers were shocked, but then why not? Things like that do happen out of the blue and people have had a few to drink. There was a lot of whiskey and a locked door. Charity didn't even need to be drunk to take an opportunity like that. But now it's a bit of cat and mouse with Vanessa and her feelings. But it's woken something up in Vanessa and she doesn't know if she's gay, straight or bisexual. She has kissed Rona in the past but she wasn't a lesbian then. When Vanessa first came into the village she was a man-mad party girl who went on the pole all time. They never said to me at any point that Vanessa was a lesbian, it was a one-off. Now we're waiting for her to uncover her feelings and work out whether she is a lesbian or bisexual. Right now she's just massively confused about the whole thing. She never had the same feelings for Daz, she wanted to try to make herself feel straight by going to spend the night with him. She doesn't fancy him, it was a mistake. There's a nice moment coming up where she has a chat with Robert Sugden because he's been through a similar experience and it's great that they have a few chats and he tells her to be happy with her decision. The writing has been so fantastic. Obviously this is a storyline close to my heart but at no point have I felt there was a need to say anything because they've been so bang on with how she would feel. Vanessa hasn't had a love interest since Kieran left, which has been good going really in that village. She had all the heavy and harrowing stories with Rona and Pierce's abuse and this storyline is very light-hearted and fun. Michelle admits she's loving working with actress Emma Atkins, who plays Charity, but admits she was nervous about their first on-screen kiss. Michelle says, "Emma is great. I've always loved her work and enjoyed watching Charity on screen. You do get nervous working with new people on the show and our first day together was the day of the kiss. But it was amazing. Emma totally put me at my ease. She draws you in and she's so clever and funny. She's a brilliant actress." I have done a few screen kisses on the show and yes, of course you do always get nervous. It was good being nervous because for Vanessa she was a bit nervous too. That was Emma's idea to pull the superhero mask down over my eyes and let it ping before they kiss. She draws her in and you can see how Vanessa just can't keep away from her. We don't really know what Charity's intentions are in all this but there's some exciting scenes going forward, Michelle admits. I don't know what is in it for her, but they are both two single lonely people having fun and enjoying each other. But that's all I know for now. Can Vanessa tame the beast and could she be the one to make Charity settle down and fall in love? Could Vanessa be the new Cain? There's already some shipping of their relationship on social media. Some people are calling them Vanessa and Charity as Vanity. Others are calling them Chanessa. I think Vanity is better. So the viewers are loving it. We could be the new hot soap couple. Who knows what they will do? And in real life, Michelle lets slip that she's now back on the dating scene herself after a tough year with her divorce and the death of her granddad Ernest Hardwick. Michelle reveals, "I wrote a poem and read it out at the service, so I was proud to do that. But I feel like I am in a good place now. I am dating again, and yes, there is someone new. I have a big smile on my face and I'm very happy. That's all I can say for now. My divorce hasn't put me off the idea of getting married again. Some people are once married, never again, but not me. I still believe in marriage and know for a fact I would do it again if I met the right person." You can watch Emmerdale tonight at 7 p.m. on ITV.